Sunday. What is going on? Lots of many things to cover here today. We'll be quick and I'll let you guys go. You guys are having a good Sunday. You know what I have to say? And like I want to keep it positive. So like I don't want to look at all the negative, all the housewives that I feel are just struggling to find themselves post housewives. Look, remember how a few weeks ago, do you remember the chat we had where I said, I think Kyle Richards is like the gold standard for how to like handle things on housewives? I mean, it used to be Teresa. I mean, she was, I feel, the most protected housewife, but I really think it's Kyle. I think Kyle never gets down in the dirt, always kind of plays the game right, gives just enough. Well, I feel so many housewives could learn from her. I feel so many housewives are faltering post housewives. I mean, this week we talked about how I can't get over it. I just think someone like Vicky is just, I don't know. I think Vicky Gunvalson is acting just pathetic post housewives. Like I wouldn't engage with Tamara. I know she used to be your friend, but she makes a shitload of money. You don't. It's over. You're not coming back to the OC. So I think like someone like that, someone like Kelly Dodd, who gets so fucking bitter like everywhere. The girl can't even function. I mean, she gets so angry. Like, this is her life. It's like, get a life, girl. So I think there are so many housewives that are faltering, but this isn't, you guys are not going to be happy. You're not going to be happy with this statement. But you know who is really the poster child, I feel, for post housewives? Now, you don't like her. You don't like her too much, but Lisa Rinna, she is here. I'm in New York this week. She is back. She is watching her daughters walk the runway to get paid a gazillion dollars. She is doing Fashion Week upright. She is front row. There are housewives that are trying to get into fashion shows that are not allowed. Rinna is allowed everywhere. And I mean, she's not like snapping pictures with housewives. I mean, Rinna has reinvented herself completely post housewives. She had a life before housewives. I think she is such the gold standard for what to do post housewives. I think someone like a Kelly Dodd could take up. I mean, we can't put Kelly Dodd and Lisa Rinna in the same fucking sentence, please. One of them is like a drunk alcoholic that is spewing forth hate all day. And the other one is like, I don't know, living her best life. I mean, Harry Sauce is out, but she's everywhere in New York this week. And I know you don't like her, but I really feel that's the way to do it. If the job were over and the money were not coming in for me, I would not be sitting around talking about housewives. I would be out living my life. I don't even know if Rinna would stop and take a picture with any housewives if they wanted to. She's really distanced herself. I told you guys you weren't going to like that, but she's all over New York this weekend. I just thought we would start with that. Well, we got some other good news if you're Nene Leakes, right? Nene Leakes is joining the E family returning to the E family, I should say, to host the Emmys after party with Ariana. So Ariana is still beloved in the universe of Peacock and E and Bravo, but Nene is returning. Now, this is a step in the right direction. You know who I want to talk about this with? I want to talk about this with Melissa Rivers. So we have Melissa on every month. When Melissa is back this month, does my apartment look really grayed out in the back? I mean, it is all neutrals. I don't know how that's showing up for those watching on YouTube. But when Melissa's back later this month, we do our monthlies with Melissa Rivers. I want to talk to her about, she was the executive producer on Fashion Police even after Joan was gone. So she worked with Nene, and I want to know what she thinks about Nene's returning to the E family. She was on Fashion Police. I think she's great for this job. This is a crack. The door is cracked open. Now, I saw a blind item. Come on, guys. I call bullshit on this. I saw a blind item that she's heavily in talks. I mean, just because you make something up doesn't make it true. I saw that a blind item that she's heavily in talks to return to RHOA next season. I mean, this is not true. Just because she is, the crack is there. She's in the E family. She's going to host the after. She's not returning to Real Housewives of Atlanta. Also, again, just like Monica Garcia seems to imply that she was asked to come back for the finale of RHOSLC and Lisa Barlow ruined it. I call bullshit on that. Kenya Moore is not going to pop out of a cake in the finale after we've parted ways with her this season. This is not Melrose Place. It's not Dallas. We don't end on a cliffhanger. So I stand by that Nene is not going to be back in Atlanta Housewives next season. I don't think she's going to be back the season after, but look, stranger things have happened. And if we have a disastrous season, she could be, but she's not going to be back next season. That's such a false blind item. But you know what, Nene? Show up, be happy, be positive. Don't be demanding, just on RHOA. It was all about you, but this is a real job. Just do the job. And, like, this is good. This is good. This is good. I'm not saying anything bad about it. This is great. I mean, it would be a huge, highly rated season of RHOA if they did bring Nene back. So bravo to Nene, no pun intended. Baby steps. Baby steps. I'm happy to see this about our little Nene Leakes. It held kind of half frozen over because I never thought I would. When you sue the company, it's so hard, but people move on and just, you know what, girl? This is good, right? Peacock's Love Hotel filming in Cabo. We know it is with our girl Luann, our neighbor down the street, Giselle, Shannon, and Ashley. It's starting now. Some people have asked me, when did Ashley Darby get divorced from Michael? I mean, that's just does that really matter? She's not divorced, but she is going on this show, Love Hotel to find love. And the clips are surfacing online. So there you go. By the way, Lisa Rinna just did a interview that says she has to be mindful and demure when watching her daughters in the fashion shows because and by the way, there are clips of the daughters walking. I mean, they are the real deal. They are the real deal and they are making money, people. You know what I'm saying? Okay, moving on. So who's gonna find love on this show? I think they all could use it. I mean, we're all rooting for Shannon, right? Would love to see Shannon find someone. Everybody is overreacting, I feel, on the fact that Leah McSweeney, this was the headline this week. Andy Cohen suffers a major loss in court or major back, it's that he's had a really bad day in court. I think people are making way too much of this. Basically, this is in the lawsuit where he's being sued by